Rumors first began swirling when Kyle Richards was spotted leaving a Beverly Hills law office, looking visibly distraught and refusing to answer questions from reporters. Many assumed it was just another day of Real Housewives drama, until documents allegedly tied to a private family legal filing surfaced online. Those documents, reportedly involving both Kyle and her estranged husband Mauricio Umansky, painted a picture no one was prepared for. According to the leak, the filing centers around the couple's joint real estate assets and the emotional fallout of a marriage that has quietly unraveled behind closed doors. Fans immediately went into a frenzy, questioning what could have possibly gone so wrong between a couple that had spent nearly 3 decades together, raising 4 daughters, building empires, and projecting the image of Beverly Hills perfection. Kyle, known for her composure and classic poise on screen, would never take such a drastic legal step without a serious reason. The fact that she's allegedly seeking legal separation from the man she once called her rock has left even her closest friends stunned. Those close to the couple hint that the breaking point came after months of growing distance, tension that began as emotional disconnection and evolved into full-blown estrangement. For years, Mauricio and Kyle were seen as the aspirational Bravo couple, grounded, successful, and immune to the chaos that often consumes reality TV marriages. But insiders say things began shifting during the filming of the later seasons of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Mauricio's growing focus on his real estate company, the agency, meant long nights, travel, and mounting pressure. Meanwhile, Kyle was navigating personal loss, friendship fractures, and a shifting public image. What had once been a strong partnership quietly began to splinter. According to one insider, they stopped being husband and wife and started being business partners, roommates even. And while they still appeared at events together, sources claim that Kyle and Mauricio had been living separate emotional lives long before the tabloids caught on. The alleged legal documents only confirmed what many had suspected. The separation wasn't just emotional, it had become financial. Rumors suggest that part of the filing involves property rights, shared investments, and questions about future business collaborations. The couple's multi-million-dollar Beverly Hills home, once the centerpiece of their family life, has reportedly become a sticking point in the split. Mauricio, who built his career helping others buy luxury homes, now finds himself in a painful position, navigating the division of his own. Those who know Mauricio Umansky describe him as completely blindsided. The charismatic real estate mogul, who has always maintained a calm, upbeat demeanor, is said to be heartbroken by how far things have gone. According to one friend, Mauricio never thought Kyle would actually go through with anything formal. He thought they just need space, not lawyers. Sources claim he's been doing everything he can to keep the matter private and off-camera. Despite multiple attempts by reporters to get a statement, Mauricio has remained silent. His once frequent appearances on red carpets and interviews have slowed dramatically. Instead, he's been seen spending quiet evenings with his daughters and taking solo trips, focusing on reflection and repair. Those close to him say he still deeply loves Kyle and has not given up on the hope of reconciliation. But the alleged legal filing has made that nearly impossible for now. Kyle, on the other hand, has remained characteristically composed. Her silence, much like Amal Clooney's in her own highly publicized ordeal, has only fueled speculation. Fans and followers are torn. Is Kyle protecting herself, or is she protecting Mauricio? Some insiders believe Kyle's decision to stay quiet is strategic. Kyle has always been about family first, one close friend shared. She's not going to air everything publicly until she absolutely has to. Others think her silence is a form of strength, a signal that this time, she's done playing the role of the peacemaker. What makes this story even more heartbreaking is the impact it could have on the Richards-Umansky family as a whole. Their daughters, Farah, Alexia, Sophia, and Portia, have all grown up under the reality TV spotlight. Insiders say the girls are shocked but united, doing everything they can to protect both parents and keep the family dynamic intact despite the turbulence. For Kyle, motherhood has always been the priority. Sources say her alleged decision to take legal action was not driven by anger, but by a desire to ensure stability, both emotional and financial, for her children and herself. Social media, of course, has exploded with reactions. On one side, fans are applauding Kyle for standing her ground, saying she's finally putting herself first after years of being the glue that held everything together. Hashtags like #StandWithKyle and #RHOBJStrong began trending within hours. Many see her as a woman reclaiming her independence, one who has spent years supporting a husband's empire and now wants to rebuild her own life on her terms. Others, however, are struggling with the idea that Mauricio, the charming, easygoing family man who melted hearts on television, might be part of something darker or more complicated. Even Bravo insiders have started whispering that the next season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills could become one of the show's most emotional yet. Producers are reportedly torn. Do they lean into the unfolding reality of Kyle's private struggles, or do they let her navigate this chapter off-screen? Either way, this split has shifted the dynamic of the franchise entirely. Once the queen bee of Beverly Hills, Kyle now stands at a crossroads, part heartbroken woman, part reborn survivor. And Mauricio? Those who've seen him in recent weeks describe a man who's lost weight, withdrawn, and uncharacteristically quiet. Friends say he's been doing a lot of reflecting, and some regretting. According to one insider, Mauricio didn't realize how fragile things had become until it was too late. Now he's trying to figure out how to rebuild what's been broken. There have even been whispers that he's reached out privately to Kyle, hoping to talk, not about business, not about property, but about their family. Whether she's open to that conversation remains unclear. One thing is certain, their separation marks the end of an era in Beverly Hills. For years, they were the couple that fans looked up to, the living proof that love could survive fame, fortune, and the Bravo cameras. They balanced glitz with authenticity, raising daughters who adored them, sharing holiday moments that felt real. But beneath that perfection was a growing disconnect, one that neither luxury homes nor red carpet smiles could hide forever. Some say this is just a rough patch, that Kyle and Mauricio will find their way back to each other once the noise dies down. Others believe this is the beginning of a long and painful new chapter, one where both finally step out of the shadow of the life they built together and rediscover who they are apart. Either way, this isn't just another Bravo storyline, it's a genuine human heartbreak, one playing out under the harsh glare of Hollywood's brightest spotlight. Fans online continue to dissect every post, every sighting, every cryptic caption. When Kyle posted a photo of herself walking alone on a Malibu beach, many took it as a symbolic farewell, a quiet declaration of independence. Meanwhile, Mauricio has kept things simple: family photos, motivational quotes, and occasional glimpses of him smiling with his daughters. If there's bitterness, they're keeping it behind closed doors, but make no mistake, the emotional toll is real. Despite the rumors, despite the tension, people close to the couple insist that love hasn't completely vanished. They'll always be connected, one family friend shared. You don't spend that many years together and not still care. The question is, can love survive disappointment? And that's what makes this story so compelling. This isn't just gossip, it's a mirror, reflecting how even the strongest relationships can fracture when fame, success, and personal growth collide. As of now, neither Kyle nor Mauricio has publicly confirmed any legal filings, and both have chosen not to directly address the reports. But their silence speaks volumes. In Beverly Hills, appearances are everything, And the image of a once inseparable couple, now living separate lives, has sent shockwaves through both the Real Housewives universe and Hollywood itself. Whether this ends in reconciliation or permanent separation, one thing is clear: the fairy tale that fans believed in for nearly 30 years has forever changed. Kyle Richards, once the heart of Beverly Hills, is now writing her next chapter, one defined not by a show or a husband, but by her own voice. And Mauricio Umansky, the man who built an empire from nothing, must now reckon with the emotional price of success. And what happens when love and legacy collide? So what do you think about Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky's shocking split? Is this truly the end of Beverly Hills' golden couple, or could there still be a path back to forgiveness and peace? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on everything happening with Kyle and Mauricio, plus all the latest Bravo and Hollywood drama, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video.